Hello. Yeah, so gonna run into raindrops getting on the phone. I wanted to show everybody today a little project that we have going on, and yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. Just gotta walk to it first, but yeah. So for those that were able to watch my last video, I appreciate the comments. Had to say goodbye to my almost 9-year-old St. Bernard, Samson. I'll say kind of a blessing and the curse of this past 2 years with the pandemic. Obviously, he's always been a huge part of my life, but with the pandemic, I've worked from home for 2 years, and he's been there every day, pretty much 99% of the days. So it's taken a little bit to get used to. So haven't been as active on videos or social media, just working through that. So obviously it's just different for all those that have gone through it, but I appreciate the comments and reaching out. But yeah, so to show kind of what the project is, we had it that we were going to get more tile work done, and when they were able to go over what we were looking at to have done, it was kind of the realization that this drainage ditch between the two fields, I mean, I can say I'm 34 years old, and even if you give me 10 years for not being around and active in the farm as much, in the 25 years, I don't remember any work being done on this ditch. And from what we could see, based on their GPS, there is a 3-foot fall between obviously the beginning of the ditch and the end of the ditch. But what we were seeing is basically the water moving backwards. It's just so filled in with stuff, and making it so the field wasn't really draining. There was some existing tile lines in this field that I think that they figure is a few feet underwater. So obviously that's not going to work. So in addition to a large tile project, they were able to clean out this ditch, which, just from if I don't fall over myself, this will be interesting to work up, but I will cross that bridge when I get there. Obviously it's raining right now. It's considerably wet all over, wet and cold. I don't foresee planting corn anytime soon, so that will give this time to dry up, hopefully. But yeah, I'll probably shut this off while I continue to walk down further, but all I can say is, wow, I wish I had a before picture of what we were looking at in the ditch, but it was considerably filled in, and I can see why we're having issues. Hopefully this also means the fields themselves will have a big difference. So I'm gonna get down to the tile pipe because I'm curious if there's water flowing, and try not to get too wet. So just to give a perspective, that top pipe was underwater to the point that we couldn't find it last Saturday. And then there's the two new pipes. So we can kind of get an idea of just how much had to get dug out of the ditch to get it to flow like it should. Obviously, moving forward, we'll need to take better care of it, keep it brushed out, probably just the nature of it, but yeah, that top one was existing tile that was completely filled in. Can't really tell, but it was, you didn't have to go that far to get down to the ditch, so it's always interesting to see. Hoping that, because they had some issues basically where the water was kind of just flowing back up into the field. Interesting. So for anybody who has never been around these big power poles, you can't probably hear it on the video, but with the rain hitting, it's just sizzling. It's quite interesting. A lot of power going through those. The unfortunate thing is, through eminent domain, you have to rent this back from the power company every year. So it always makes it a little more interesting. Some stumps. Yeah, this is a spot in the field where there was the ditch was right up to the field. It would actually flow back into the field, so hoping that this really helps this surface water issue. It's fun to see. Finally stopped raining. Not really, but it was downpouring there for a second. I don't think I want to try going over that with the fuel cultivator. Maybe I'll be able to cross over. Yeah. If I do that, then I have to take the long way around. This is why I don't like dealing with hunters. Had rented it out, never got paid, but they were like, well, it's too far to walk. Can we put a bridge? So you got it. That's as far as they got. It's a waste. Should have probably told the tiling guys that could be moved. Hopefully it wasn't in their way. See if I don't regret this. A little waterfall. Oh shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of this. Some nice lines. Just wanted to show one last area. So this will probably dry up. But what had here is a natural spring. So hopefully the tile lines will fix that, because there's about 3 or 4 springs in this field that I'd have to go around, because I don't like hanging the planter out, because all you do is gum up the row units going through wet. And then even if you do plant through it, then you get combine through it, which was I thought I was almost stuck here last year. That would have made for a mess. So it looks like it will be an interesting job to work this all up, but we'll cross that bridge when we get better weather. So thank you for walking around with me. This is not a nice weather day. If I would guess, it's about 45 degrees and really wet, but just wanted to show the tile project that we have going on. And yeah, I'm excited. I think it's an investment up front, but this ground should be doing a lot better than it has been. And I think obviously there's other guys on YouTube here who have even more extensive tiling projects going on, but I think it's gonna help. It's gonna help. This is too good of ground to be consistently doing as poorly as it has been. So yeah, now just try to get back and get things around. I believe that is what we call a natural spring. Interesting. I knew we had one over in that area, but interesting.